That feeling of waking up in the middle of the night, gasping for breath, but you just can't. Trying to scream, but your throat is sealed shut. You want to move, but your body feels completely paralyzed. Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis? I used to think it was just a nightmare, until I saw it something that should never exist in this world. Mr. Gia, 38 years old, a man living alone in an old apartment building. Each day of his life repeated like a line of code, predictable and cold. Lately, he had been struggling with insomnia, but that night was the first time he saw it. "3 a.m., the air was cold. He pulled the blanket up to his chin, his eyes just starting to close when he opened his eyes, awake, but unable to move. Something was sitting on his chest, no clear shape, no face, but its breath, cold as ice. It didn't speak, but in his mind, he heard it clearly.
You're not supposed to be awake, don't wake up.
The next morning, he thought it was just a nightmare, but it came back, every night, at the same time. He began to notice fingerprints on the curtains. He heard someone whispering in the bathroom at 2 a.m. The light flickered for no reason. The night camera recording showed something standing in the corner of the room, staring at him. The doctor told him he had a sleep disorder, but no doctor could explain the laughter in the night recording. He sought out a shaman. The man simply looked at him and said, "Something is writing your soul. It doesn't want you to wake up." That night, for the first time, he slept deeply, without being weighed down. Two weeks later, he checked the camera again. He saw himself sleeping peacefully, but the shadow was still sitting on his chest, motionless, staring directly at the camera. The file deleted itself right after viewing. No one believed him, but he knew it hadn't left. Sleep paralysis, known in Vietnamese as is a phenomenon where the mind is awake, but the body is paralyzed. The cause, a disruption between stages of sleep, where the brain remains in a dreaming state, but the body hasn't unlocked yet. People who experience it often open their eyes, but can't speak. They feel a weight pressing down, see hallucinations, hear voices, and feel overwhelming fear. In Vietnam, it's called a ghost pressing down on the sleeper. In Japan, kanashabari, being bound by a demon. In ancient Egypt, jinn spirits that dwell in the darkness. Science might be right, but perhaps the fear is real too. And in the US, they call it sleep paralysis. But many still speak of shadow people, or the Hat Man, watching from the corner of the room. Want to avoid sleep paralysis? Get enough rest, stay away from stress, no coffee, and don't sleep on your back. And if you believe, place a pinch of salt, a small knife, or a protection charm under your pillow. No one knows if it really works. But on nights like that, who wouldn't want something to hold on to? I don't see it anymore, but sometimes, I still feel something. Standing at the foot of my bed, waiting for me to fall asleep again. Do you believe in science, or in your own fear?
My advice to you, after watching this video, when you sleep, don't place your hand over your left chest.